Out of the ashes of ridiculous inflation and horrendous government policies, the people of Venezuela are reaching out, looking for hope and salvation. Many have turned to cryptocurrency investing, to mining, and cryptocurrency overall as a way to protect their life savings that's already been decimated by the government's economic policies. This is Jeff with the HODL Report. Join me on today's video as we explore the Venezuelan dictatorship, embracing cryptocurrency. Is it for real? If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, add some comments so we can have a little bit of discourse on this topic. And with that, let's get into the video. So for 30 years, Venezuela has been plagued by an inept socialist government. Socialist dictatorship is more like it. First with Chavez back taking power back in 1998, a prisoner. He attempted a coup d'etat of the government in 92, sat in jail, and 6 years later gets elected president, turns it into a dictatorship. Following on the heels of Chavez, you have Maduro, who was a former bus driver and assistant to Chavez. Chavez basically put him into power. A government that has steadily removed Venezuelan freedoms, security, and overall destroyed, decimated the nation's economy. A once proud country which had a flourishing, self-sustaining economy, exporter of natural resources and agricultural products, has now turned into a country of handouts, of needs, of lack, now a shell of a nation with over 1,000,000% inflation, grocery store shelves that are bare, medical products and medicines that are virtually non-existent. Even the government of Venezuela, under their corrupt and fraudulently elected President Maduro, are turning to cryptocurrency, the Petro, as a remedy to the failed economy and the Bolivar currency. The Petro supposedly is backed by oil and other natural resources mined in Venezuela. The Petro was launched towards the end of last year, and it is supposedly going to public sale coming up next month on November 5th. On its face, it really seems like it's a real proof of concept that a country is about to launch, not just embrace cryptocurrency, but is going to launch and move its entire economy over to cryptocurrency. But then you look at the players and the reality of on the ground, and the answer is a resounding no. Venezuela's economic issues are 100% tied to a corrupt government forcing horrible economic policies and removing people's basic freedoms, all while fostering a culture that seeks to punish the productive members of society, taking from the haves, redistributing to the have-nots, and allowing criminal activity to virtually go unchecked. The Maduro government destroyed the economy. The Maduro government created the environment for a 1,000,000% inflation. What person in the right mind would seek to invest in a cryptocurrency that's tied to a corrupt, inept government that is built on deception and theft? On August 30th, there was a good article that appeared on CCN titled "Venezuelan President Maduro Orders Banks to Adopt Crypto Petro." I think the underlying word there should be orders. He's basically attempting to force the issue with his cryptocurrency, quote unquote cryptocurrency. And really, if Maduro can't make the cryptocurrency, again in quotes, succeed, then you're going to force them to do it, and that's the policy of a dictatorship. Maduro is a dictator whose failed economic policies have destroyed his country, and again is seeking out a cryptocurrency as a savior. None want to embrace it. So what does a dictator do? He forces the financial institutions, forces the people of Venezuela, and even attempts to force his trade partners to use the Petro. Back in April, it had been reported that the Maduro government was offering India a 30% discount on the cost of oil if they would purchase using the Petro. Now, India, with its own financial issues, we saw just in the past day, the rupee hitting all-time lows, the country teetering on huge inflation, and central banks that have all but banned cryptocurrency. India not only won't do it, but they can't do it. Which other trading partner would be willing to hold the Petro that is manipulated by Maduro? It really makes no sense. The Miami Herald had a great article just yesterday. The title is "Venezuela's Maduro Keeps Pushing His Petro Cryptocurrency Despite Little Interest." Here's a couple quotes from the article. Financial experts believe that the Petro will never catch on, noting it does not meet the basic standards employed by the more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies around the world, and that there is intolerable risk surrounding the project. Of course there's intolerable risk. It's a despot government. It's a dictatorship. Despite government claims that it's backed by Venezuelan oil, gold, iron, and diamonds, come on. It lacks a blockchain. That's another quote. The article quoted a U.S. official stating, investing in the Petro should be viewed as strictly supporting his, meaning Maduro's, dictatorship. Now, in March, the U.S. government placed sanctions on the Venezuelan Petro by executive order under President Donald Trump, and basically sanctioning the acceptance, the trade of, or the working with the Petro crypto, again, cryptocurrency in quotes. Yesterday, Cointelegraph reported that U.S. senators are actually seeking stronger sanctions on the Venezuelan Petro beyond the sanctions that are already imposed by the Trump administration. As per the article, the Senate bill takes Trump's executive orders a step further, barring U.S. residents from providing software to the Venezuelan government as part of its efforts to launch the Petro. As quoted again, all transactions by a United States person or within the United States that relate to, provide financing for, provide software for, or otherwise deal in any digital currency, digital coin, or digital token that was issued by, for, or on behalf of the government of Venezuela are prohibited beginning on the date of the enactment of this act. That's what the bill states. Now, this is a major issue that we see unfolding in Venezuela. We see an economy, again, on the brink of utter, complete ruin. One that corrupts with this new cryptocurrency that they're trying to issue. It truly corrupts the true concept and the true technology of blockchain and the real value that is in true cryptocurrency. The Petro is a publicity stunt being used by a dictatorship to attempt and prop up a failing, flawed economy due to its own policies, due to the policies of Maduro. Further, the Petro is an attempt at circumventing trade and financial sanctions that have been placed against this dictatorial regime. The problem now is that the world is watching, and the dictatorship of Iran seems to be taking notes. If you enjoyed today's video, please again remember to give a thumbs up, leave some comments, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and keep on hodling your crypto.